On the other news, a fire of suspicious origin that razed classrooms to the ground of a public school in the capital of Abra, which has served as the only polling place in the community, did little to discourage or deter the people there to vote next Monday. This as the poll body mulls putting the barangay under Comelec control, even as various campaign protests are being heard and decided days before decision day on Monday. Our Luisa Erispe has full report.
An elementary school in Dangdangla, Bangged, Abra was burned down early morning today. Pictures show that not only one, but several classrooms were almost destroyed in the fire. But the Commission on Elections, or Comelec, says this will not stop them from holding the elections in the same school. Though it is not yet verified if the fire was intentional to discourage the holding of elections in the area, Comelec is determined to push through with the polls.
Tatawagan na po natin ang ating local Comelec, hindi po tayo lilipat ng polling place. Kung inaasahan ng kung sino man na may kagagawan at kung yan naman ay intentional, hindi pa naman tayo bibigay ng pinala konklusyon tungkol sa bagay na yan, hindi po namin ililipat ang polling place. Kaya si Hodang nasunog ang buong kabuuan ng eskwelahan, magtatayo kami ng makeshift doon sa lugar na yan.
There are 35,000 registered voters in Bangged, and for Barangay Dangdangla, the school was their only polling place. That's why instead of transferring, they will just create makeshift polling places within the school vicinity.
Critical yon, lalo na kung ang labanan sa isang area ay napakalapit. Hindi po tayo nagsasuggest na kung ano man pong malisyosong bagay tungkol sa pagkasunog. Subalit, nasunog ng madaling araw, napakalapit ang halalan. Di po ba? So medyo ngayon pa lamang, medyo gusto lang natin magbigay din ng statement ang Comelec na hindi po kami magpapatakot doon sa mga ganyan kung yan man po ay intentional.
Comelec and Bank will also decide if this may be a factor in putting Abra under Comelec control. In Cagayan de Oro, a truck fell in a ravine after delivering election paraphernalia. One of those on board on the truck died in the crash. Comelec said there were no election paraphernalia that were damaged in the incident, but they will offer help to the families of those affected.
Ang Comelec po ay very much willing to support, to help, to assist likewise yung pong ating pamilya nung pong nawalan. Magamat hindi po namin directly na empleyado yan, empleyado po yan ng provider ng komisyon. Siyempre po, we also have a corresponding responsibility sa lahat po ng tumutulong sa atin.
Meanwhile, with just 5 days before the elections, Comelec is now going after candidates who may have committed violations while campaigning. Task Force Baclas filed disqualification cases against almost 30 candidates, including a senatorial bet for disobeying Comelec rules on common poster areas. 4 show cause orders were also issued against 4 local candidates for alleged vote buying and abuse of state resources. And there are also other petitions filed before their office against other candidates, such as disqualification case against a congressional, vice mayoral, and councilor candidates in Malabon City for alleged vote buying. It is reported that they offered financial assistance to students. Another petition for disqualification is against a gubernatorial candidate in Nueva Ecija. The petitioner, who was also the opponent, claimed the accused was convicted in a court of law and should not have been allowed to run. A complaint was also filed against a congressional candidate in Batangas for alleged misuse of state resources and for being present in an AX distribution event, as well as for discriminatory remarks. And lastly, a disqualification case was also filed against a congressional candidate in Laguna who allegedly paid petitioners to file a fraudulent affidavit against his opponent. Comelec admitted they won't be able to resolve all cases before May 12, but vowed to resolve it 3 months after the polls.
Luisa Erispe, Balitang Pambansa.